Alright, so today I kind of wanted to give a demo video of our cool orchestration layer that we have on DataGOL. Why does this orchestration layer even matter? Well, this is the layer that connects all of our pipelines and provides sort of like a DBT layer for data engineers to manage their code, view dependencies, and also schedule jobs. So this essentially functions as the platform's Airflow layer. So without further ado, going directly into the orchestration, you can see here we have a graph view of all of our pipelines. And the way that we added these pipelines was right here on this edit button, in which you can insert a pipeline that we've already created, or you can create a new pipeline here, all within the orchestration. So once you've added the necessary pipelines that you want to add, you can link them together and schedule them in order just by simply dragging the edge of the node to the edge of another node. Once we have this all set up and we're satisfied with the setup of our orchestration, we can click done. And then here you'll see that if I hover over any of one of the pipelines, there's a run button. This is because we can run the orchestration starting at any node. So I don't always have to run from the beginning. This is good because, say I'm debugging one pipeline that's having an issue, rather than having to run the whole orchestration to see if I've solved the problem, I can just run from that particular node and not waste too much time. So going deeper into these pipelines, if you see on the left side here, we have the pipelines. If we click on one of those pipelines, then we'll see the query editor opens and we can see the query for that pipeline, right? So here, this is where we have something kind of cool. Let's say that I remove these two columns from the query, then you'll be able to see that downstream, me removing these two columns is affecting another pipeline. So you can see here, this pipeline will highlight in red. And then if we click on this pipeline, we can see it'll tell us specifically that base salary and total salary have been removed from this pipeline. So, I mean, this is amazing. We can very easily see dependencies and where our pipelines are breaking. So I can just come back here, put those columns back, and then the issue will be fixed. You can see that this will no longer be red, right? So bang, we're good, right? So that's something really cool. Coming back over to the left, you can also see the runs that we've had before. So if I click on this run or this run here, for example, it'll show you exactly where the pipeline failed. And then if you click on graph, you'll also see a visual view of where the pipeline failed as well. So anything that was completed will highlight in green, but you can see that since these are not green, we can tell that these were never completed. This is useful because if we want to pick back up on the orchestration rather than having to run the entire thing again, we can just come run it from here in the full orchestration. That way we don't, again, waste time. Another cool thing is that the run will always have a snapshot of how the orchestration looked at the time of that run. So you can see that now we have 4 pipelines in this orchestration, but at the time of this run, there was only one node or one pipeline. So we'll just see a snapshot of that. That way we can kind of go back and reflect on the runs and the versions of the orchestration that we had. We'll also have our data sources here. This will show all of the data sources that are being used in all of the pipelines that we're using. We can also show all data sources in our account if we want to do that. And then coming down one further, we can show the scheduling types for the orchestration. So I can schedule this, I can schedule it every 8 hours, 12 hours, etc. I can set up a cron job for it, or I can just have it manual and I can come in and run the orchestration whenever I need. So yeah, this is just a quick overview of the orchestration layer. Very important and very essential to the role of a data engineer, and we have everything that you might need in terms of that right here on DataGOL.